Wow, I feel really great to meet you again in this Johnsworth City channel. I am nurse specialist, Mr. Abbott Nego Peter Johnson. Today we'll be talking about a very common condition which is called as a fever. I am sure everyone has had an experience of a fever in your lifespan, or with yourself, or with your relatives, or your near ones or dear ones. Let's know what is fever. Fever is an increase in a body temperature is called as a fever, or it can be said as it's an abnormal activity which is happening in our body is called as a fever. Let's know what causes a fever. Fever is not an illness but in itself, but rather it is a symptom of something is not well in our body. Now, a fever doesn't tell you that what the reason behind it, but it always says that something is not working properly in our body. Now, it can be due to a viral infection, it can be due to a bacterial infection, or it can be due to any allergies from a food, or it can be medicines, or even it can be caused once what to a person once he is in the sun for a longer time. So there are a lot of reasons behind this fever. Let's know what are the benefits of fever. Now, fever helps in the increased production of WBC. WBC is otherwise called as white blood cells. This is a part of our immune system which helps in protecting ourselves from the foreign pathogens. When WBCs are more, it helps in killing of pathogens or any viral thing. It helps us. Now, there's one more benefit of fever is when the temperature increases in our body, that creates an unfavorable condition for the growth or multiplication of pathogens, thus restricting the growth of pathogens and giving us a better health. What are the signs and symptoms of fever? When body temperature increases more than 98.6 degree Fahrenheit, or when it is more than 37 degrees centigrade, we call it as a fever. Now, high fever can result in seizure. Now, the main problem behind the fever is how quickly the fever is rising. That has to be need to checked. So probably every house should have a different types of thermometer to assess the condition of the fever. The other signs and symptoms of the fevers are the body feel very weak. The person may have very poor appetite. The person may have lethargy. The person may sweat badly. He can be dehydrated. The taste bud doesn't gives a good taste. He is very weak. He has a body pain. He has a face completely flushed, and he is not motivated by himself, or he doesn't have a concentration on anything else. Sometimes we are too irritable too. The kids, they are very cranky. They cry a lot. They always would like to hug mama or papa and keep. They don't like to lie in a bed. They always try to hold papa and mama. They may also have some other signs and symptoms with the fever. How is fever diagnosed? The fever can be diagnosed with the help of a thermometer. It can be rectal for the newborn babies. It can be axilla. It can be oral, or it can be tympanic, or it can be a laser guided gun. Now, the other way to diagnose a fever can be self-treatment suggestion for fever. Now, as the heading says, it is how the way which we can take care of the treatment fever in our house. The best part is that you can just remove all the tightened clothes, remove the nylon cloths, try to wear a cotton cloth, try to stay in a ventilated place, try to remove the bedsheet so that the radiation of heat from the body can take place. If a temperature has been rising very fast, you can always go for a tepid sponging. It is just taking off a normal tap water and taking a cloth, squeezing the water away, and just touching the surface of the skin so that the temperature of the body can be observed by the normal water. Please don't go for bath, or don't go for ice cap or any other procedures. You can always talk to your consultant or a doctor regarding this. So, the key points about a fever. As I said you, that fever is not a disease, but it is just in signs and symptoms of some underlying problem. You need to take care of your fever. You should take care in such a way that fever doesn't get raised more than 103 degree of Fahrenheit. You should also take care that you are hydrated properly during these times, and you need to have someone to support you in your house or in your place of living in the time of fever. Please keep yourself informed, your condition informed to your near ones and dear ones that you have a fever. And please always talk to your consultant or a doctor for further treatment and necessary health. Thank you for watching John's Versity. Please do subscribe us. Please do like this channel, and we'll be always be happy to share more videos on health issues. Please do give your comments to us. Thank you.